NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, back to Sanders. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You first see incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
That was a first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on fourth down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Cousins to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Taken in by Pascal out left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over. Well, your first drive, first quarter, you get it down in the end zone. Big time to finish it up there.
And get into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Cousins. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Cousins throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd down and 5. Here's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if They just do that all the way downfield. Ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 21. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
I like the call on 3rd and 2.
Everything well executed. They run the counter with Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first downs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They scored.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie quarter. And with good reason, as you saw there.
When it comes to the day 2 pick, a lot of people thought he had first round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Following the interception, Cousins out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Let's go now.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, the sneak gets hurt. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
60 Vikings.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Aaron Siposs on the punt as he'll get this one away now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Cousins gives way to Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Draw play, Madison. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. They find some open field here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Eagles nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But first down, Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Getting in and bringing him to the ground. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, he's out to start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, the Vikings right now, they've got the passing game working. It's another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Cook running right. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 70 yards on the ground for him so far. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
That confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like a turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it, my guess. He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers better than that. That's just see the result.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 31, Eagles nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident throw.
It's caught inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They've got the huge lead now. They've got another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns
what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Charles, when you look at the stats, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys that scored the touchdown contributed to the game. They're going to find our cameras have a big win for them. I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passer so they could throw it.